shades, letting her go, letting her rip, letting her fly, tossing her in sideways, living the life, letting her ride, eyesight, winning to die, cross her up on the cushion, crossing the line, cause some drama and some bullshit they didn't like, and if they don't like the move, then we're ready to fly. But this is how we ride, this is how we do, riding mud, sliding up higher in the groove, don't give a damn about the cash we're spending, with the time we got we choose, to play it on the go, to stay out on the run, we all high, wide and handsome, ain't telling you what's right or wrong, or what to choose, hey, but this is how we do. This is how we do, This is how we roll, this is how we do. It's not for everybody but the chosen few. And we pray, cause we know that they might not ever come back. But this is how we ride, this is how we do. Riding mud, sliding up higher in the groove. Don't give a damn about the past.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. And look at the hair coming down today. Mops out. Mops out, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. And this is the, first of all, it is a Monday, but I have things to do today outside of editing and videoing and recording music and all this stuff. There was a huge bombshell that hit my email this morning, and I got a text saying, check your email. This is it. And didn't know what it meant. And apparently, Broke Joe is broke. He has been defeated by the California racing scene, I guess. Now, with his permission, I'm going to read this handwritten letter. And before I go into this, the reason I was saying, you know, I got other stuff to do today. We're going to be doing 2 shows today. We're not going to just ignore the people. Can't do that. That's what these people do, and that's why that's why they have a turmoil within their society. They ignore people. I'm not doing that. We're going to be going live here probably for the next short minute, 10 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes. And that's my plan, at least, unless people come in here and start running their mouth. And then tonight, we'll be doing a longer video. We're going to be covering the Jade Avedisian wreck. We're going to be looking at that Ashton Winger, Tyler Erb situation. Those who know. We're going to be looking at that pass for the win by Donnie Shots at Lakeside. We're going to be talking about Devil's Bow, which it's looking like I am going to be there, and a bunch of the people there want me to be there. It's kind of like I've joked and called it a funeral. Which I guess in a weird way, racing-wise, it is. But we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff tonight. It might be later than usual. I'm thinking, you know, around, it is football, Monday Night Football, so potentially directly after the football game, you know, that way people can get on here and enjoy racing. Football just takes over everything. It just really does. But, so that's the plan. We'll be live a little bit later tonight. But we're going to be going through this letter, reading this letter to the best of our abilities. Joe is educated from San Jose State. I am educated from the streets. It's an interesting combination as to why I can even punctuate the way that I do. But might as well just get straight into it and read what Joe has said here. And stop. Holding the announcement up. This is a 3-page letter here. 3 pages long. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't even count. See, back to San Jose State. And it reads, hello, dirt racing community. The time has come for me to put my thoughts in a goodbye letter. I have seen and talked enough. I stand behind and was willing to accept all the criticism and verbal threats that came my way for the things I have said. I have kept quiet for years, not wanting to affect the racing career of Justin Sanders. Ever since I put him in my 410 car in October of 2016, resulting in his first King of the West win, the target has been on me and him. Even before that first race, a member of the CA Elite, as Joe has called it, the cartel, asked me on the phone, why put him in your car? I'm guessing there was hope this was just a one-time pairing, but it continued for 3 years. Over the next 3 years and 19 more 410 races, we won 5 of 11 local shows, and in 9 outlaw races had 6 top 7s along with 3 DNFs. As the success grew, so did the resentment. At this point in the story, I would personally like to thank Kevin Swindell and Nick Mackery. Without them giving Justin an opportunity outside of California to showcase his talent, I would still be silent. So basically what he's saying is as long as Justin was stuck in California, he had to be quiet, or there would be more resentment. I guess now Justin's getting out of the area, he's able to talk more, and this is, I guess, what's led to this point of the letter. To give an example of Justin's character, upon his first meeting with Anthony Macri after taking over driving duties in the 39M, he assured Anthony he would be back in the car, and family, interesting writing there, pushovers or fuzzes or something like that. Family drama, we'll call it, are common in racing. I have shown through videos drivers Shane Stewart, Shane Golobic, Kobe Copeland crashing Justin on purpose, flipping off the racetrack, and even though the Chaz video has thousands of views, there have been no comments critical of these actions. The racing community's silence has been deafening. I hear you loud and clear. Justin's, his father and crew members have been physically assaulted in pit areas. These acts have become so brazen that last Friday night in Hanford, after winning an A main event and the overall Maury Williams race title, they allowed the 4th place car to stop on the front straight and verbally confront him while race officials stood by in a moment which should have been filled with joy and celebration for the Demo Mitri team. Justin was having to defend himself against a verbal assault. Now, what he's talking about, this is video from Cali Dirt right here. And this is post-race. It was supposed to be the top 3 and Justin Sanders, the overall winner. You see DJ Neto, Comacito, Gage Garcia, and then Justin Sanders. The 4th place car he's talking about is Bud Kading. As you can see, there's only the top 3 and Justin for winning the championship, but Bud Kading's on the straightaway, and according and looking at the video, Bud Kading's all up in Justin's face. They were racing very closely, very hard. I saw tough racing on both ends. I thought Kading was potentially running Justin a little hard through some of the stuff that maybe Joey Bats had said. I don't know. A lot of emotions on the racetrack, but this is the verbal assault that Joe's referencing to. Like, if this was anyone else, or if this was a member not within the cartel, the elite, you know, why are race officials allowing the 4th place car to berate the event champion? Like, this is something that you don't see in other sports. You know, I mean, the winner of the game doesn't have to deal with the opposing player's quarterback or coach, you know, in his face yelling. It's their championship to celebrate. What is this about? It's the win, you know. So this is what Joe's referencing to. However, of course, the 4th place car coming down there, where basically saying he don't belong to basically verbally abuse and assault the champion, and no one is doing anything about it. No one. So, back to the letter. We are 2 pages in. We got 2 pages to go. It has reached a point where I am now verbally assaulted at races and had one car owner show up at my place of business to yell at me and say what an evil person I am. Knowing these people like I do, physical harm is the next step. He's talking about, this is Joe speaking for himself of the things he's experienced. As Justin continued to win in a CA changing of rules, format, and on-track issues, will continue to prevent or slow down his success. Having had 2 of my former drivers die in a race car, Brian Clausen and Greg Hodnett, and the speed of the modern sprint car, I don't think it is far-fetched to think one day serious injury or death could be the end result of this unregulated behavior. And that's a very interesting point. This letter and what I have been saying hopefully will serve as a wake-up call to fans, sponsors, track owners, car owners, and drivers of California, that if you someday reach the level of success that Justin has and are not a member of the CA Elite, then this will happen to you. Interesting way of looking at it. With my departure from the California racing scene, they are losing a fan, sponsor, a former driver, and car owner. Over my 37-year journey, I have met many lifelong friends, and I have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, lent out motors, trucks, trailers, free of charge. I have placed 20 different drivers in my cars free of charge and personally handed out over $20,000 in cash to drivers. In closing, I would like to thank the only person in the pit area in the last 37 years to thank me for my contributions to the sport, Ronnie Day. Also, Sean SP at Cali Dirt Video for spending his time and money to shoot videos, which have allowed me to show the racing public what is really going on. I would also like to thank Jeremy Elliott and the Chaz for giving me a platform to speak freely. Goodbye, Broke Joe. So, this is the letter. I mean, Broke Joe. I mean, obviously you could tell my face is a little red. I've been crying over this. But I don't know. I think Broke Joe is sneaky. I'm thinking that this could be the rope-a-dope, Muhammad Ali. He sent another message saying this is another email like after this one's like, watch this video. This is why guys like you and everybody's so important. You can't let them keep you down. Hold on, let me see it. I got it. It's talking about the system keeping you down, bull freak. This is what the system wants to do. To intimidate the good guys. That's why it's so important for individuals to stand and do the right thing. He just sent this to email to a bunch of people. There's a bunch of people in this list. The only problem with this is, Joe, they're intimidating y'all. They're up in, and they're succeeding. They're trying to take the good people out. That's the situation here. This is intimidation tactics. All this stuff, that the threats, the assault, the switching of the formats, whatever you want to call it. These are all intimidation tactics. What do you think this is? This is intimidation tactics with race cars and people and words and scenes, and it's a very interesting thing. So those 2 emails aligning, I don't know. Do they? I'm not sure. But that's what Joe says he's gonna do. Is he's done. Joe's done. Retired from the California racing scene completely. 121 will never be on the track again. And I don't know if he's done talking about racing. I mean, I guess that's what he's saying. He's done completely. Maybe we need to follow up. Maybe I think he's, like I said, he's rope-a-doping them. He's like, Chaz, go on here and read this. And he's like, you know, thinking I'll read it. And all these California people will be like, we got him, he's down. Just like rope-a-dope. Oh, I'm following, you know, Muhammad Ali. Just backing up. Oh, you got me. Pow, 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 you know, and then he got him back, you know. That's Joe's in this moment right now. Oh, rope-a-dope, pow, pow, you know, he's going to get him, boy. He's going to get him. I think maybe that's the hope, right? Or is the hero dead? Is the hero dead? This is in my opinion, this could potentially be the greatest cinematic story in racing history right here. Is the hero of Broke Joe dead? Is the penny ain't got no shine no more on it? Or is he about to shine it up real nice? Turn it sideways and pow pow up them California candy asses. That would be the show. I don't know if I know Joe now. Joe's like, oh my God, I can't believe he took such a serious letter and is trying to spin it into some hope and some show shit. Fucking Chaz. Oh well, I'm here to live. I'm here to be happy. Now, and one of the ways to be happy is to call out some truths. No guilt. Truth don't come with no guilt. You got that, guys? Truth don't come with no guilt. That's why truth is so fun. That's why it's so easy. Now, there's a trade for that guilt. Usually, guilt trades with money, and money comes with guilt. So if you live your life in an elitist position and it's all based on the money, I don't know how you're that happy. But that's why truth is rare. They put Abraham Lincoln on the penny because he was all about that truth telling, put him on just to, you know, make him feel bad. Oh yeah, we're going to remember you in history. We're going to put you on that thing that nobody wants. Nobody wants you. Put you on that penny. It's funny how they did it. But is Broke Joe done? Is he done? He's done racing, apparently. He's done. He's begging for people to stand up to this situation over there. He does have a good point. Why is the fourth place car in the race on the track with the top three and the event champion? Why is a guy, it should be took in these regulatory sports and regular sports, the other team don't get permission slips to ruin the winner's celebration. If the loser comes over and just walks that direction in a bad way, we remove him. So he has a good point. And I think, I don't know, would this fly in other areas if there was a racing closely situation and after the race a guy comes over? Would officials step in? I don't know. Maybe this is a sport overall issue. But it is highlighted, and the characters in that one, Bud Kading, obviously, Kading very elite in that area. And Justin, another deal. Just another situation, another example of Joe talking about fairness and regulation that is not implemented into the racing scene of the West Coast. And I think it's not implemented well into our sport entirely. But that's a whole nother subject. Regardless, ladies and gentlemen, we'll check the chat real quick because we got to get out of here. We are going to be live tonight, though, so stay tuned, stay paying attention. I'm thinking probably a 10:30 post Monday Night Football. We have two things that we are going to be doing tonight live on camera as well. We have an NBA little blaster box over here, but I don't really care about this. Well, this ain't even a blaster box. This is a hobby box. I don't really care about this, but I do care about this thing. Look at this. Now, this takes almost two hands to hold up. This is sent from California, Gilroy, California, Vintage Sports Card Warehouse. It's one of Joe's friends, and he saw I was doing a few card deals here and there. He's like, I'll send you some cards. Open them on camera. So we're going to open that on camera tonight live. We're going to be talking about the J. Davidesian stuff. We're going to be talking about Tyler Erb and Ashton Winger tonight. We're going to be talking about Tony Stewart and Kyle Larson. Apparently people are really pissed off I don't bet on Kyle Larson one weekend to win the race, and he wins the race. Illuminati is for real. It's so messed up how they play the game on me. But this is what's happening tonight. We're going to be talking about all these subjects in racing. Going to have some call-ins. Will Joe be on the show? We don't know. Is he alive? Has he survived? He talked about getting a gun because of the threats and the people that were upset at him being on the show. So he potentially bought a gun. Now he's retired. I don't know what's going on. It's interesting. I did notice Brent, Joe. Somebody said Brent. Some Brent Kading. I guess this is just a situation. I think Joe will do very well on the East Coast. Iowa or Ohio's closer. Knoxville's closer. A lot of awesome racing is on the West Coast or East Coast. I do agree. It is an island out there, and I think that's why they get away with doing crazy island things. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, tonight we're going to have our second edition of Lives. Since I'm going to have to do this one a little bit short, got to get down the road. We are looking like we're going to be at Devil's Bowl this weekend. So probably going to be doing a live going down the road anyway. But today it's going to be in a bad cell phone area. So just didn't want to take the risk. Give y'all a little pre-trip and then also an ad for tonight. We're going to be going live probably around the 10:30 Central Time. So late night Monday show. Stay tuned. Like the video. Comment below. As always, subscribe. That way when we go live, you get that notification on your phone. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you later tonight. Thanks for tuning in.
We can ride high, we can ride low. We can ride anywhere we need to go. We can ride all night up to the morning, as long as we make the show. We can be the best